too lazy to take them there.
Right.
Not only that, but they're ignorant of the scriptures.
Come on.
Because God decreed and declared above everything else, he wished that you may prosper and be in health.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm talking right. God said in his word, he said, I give you power to gain wealth. Anytime you let a demon talk to your mind and tell you that you're not supposed to have the thing that God said you can have in life, you need to rebuke that spirit. You need to put down that stronghold. You need to cast down that imagination, because that didn't come from God. That came from Satan. That's the work of the devil, trying to keep you in captivity. The devil knows how to keep your mind in captivity. Everything else will fall in place. But thanks be to God, if I can just free my mind. If I can just empower my mind. And so now we have so many underachievers. We have so many dreams that people have refused to go after because it seemed like it was too big for them.
My God.
We have some goals that now we have shortened those goals because the fact of the matter is the enemy talking to your mind and telling you what you can't do. Doubt and unbelief are the two greatest robbers of your dreams and your visions. We have too many people selling for just going to college and getting a degree and not worried about getting a master, not worried about getting a doctorate. They get satisfied with settling. But God sent me to tell you today, expand your mind. Every saint of God child, mine ought to be focused that after I finish high school, I know that there is a greater work for me to do. After discovering, after praying about it, after seeking God about it, what you really want to accomplish, you need to come up with a plan for action. A lot of time people got plans, but they don't have no way to make these plans come to fruition. In order for God to bring something to pass, you got to get a plan. Most people don't fail to plan. Don't plan to fail, brother, but they fail to plan. What I come to tell you today, if you make a plan, God will stand with you. If you make up your mind that you're going after something, ain't no way in the world the devil can stop you. If you don't allow doubt and unbelief to block you, ain't no way in the world you can't be successful. Because the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ, because he's the one that empowers me. He's the one that infuses me. He's the one that energizes me. He's the one that strengthens me. So if I can do all things through Christ, it's my flesh, it's the world, it's the devil. Tell me what I can't do. You need to know what you have to do first and how to proceed.
That's right.
So now that might require that not only I do some research, but that might require that I go to somebody that knows something a little bit more than I do.
That's right.
Y'all ain't saying nothing. But in order for us to become all of these things, psychologists and psychiatrists and all kinds of people of notoriety, I'm talking about the Lord have mercy. You don't think that Obama got to be the president of the United States, sitting around reading Playboy and Playgirl? Y'all better hear what I'm saying today. This man had to apply himself. He had to empower himself. Knowledge is power. That's why they got the saying, if you want to keep something from a black man, they should put it in a book, because they understand and realize the devil cannot stop you if you get that mind power. When you got mind power, every time the enemy knock you down, you'll rise back up, because you understand and realize that great is he that empowered inside of me, that he that abide in the world. We got to stop being a jack of all trades, and we got to become a master of something. If we can master if you empower your mind, you need to know what you have to do first to proceed. This is going to require some planning,
Yes.
which means using the power of your mind.
Oh, yes.
I believe that everybody have the ability to understand. Some people have a greater ability than others. But the fact of the matter is, the one that have the greater ability to understand are the ones that apply themselves the most.
Amen.
Am I talking right? After deciding on a goal and coming up with a plan, look at your neighbor and say, do you have any goals? Do you have any dream? Do you have any vision? Now ask him and say, do you have a plan to make this thing come to pass?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know a lot of folks haven't got too old now.
Oh, Lord.
But Caleb got to be an old man.
Come on.
And Caleb remember what God promised him. And Caleb cried out, give me my mountain. Caleb said, I want my mountain right now. Because that's what God promised me. The step required that you use your imagination, which is another power of your mind. I want y'all to catch it, because the Bible says now to him that's able to do exceeding above all that we ask, all that we think, according to the power that's working inside of us. But the Living Bible and the Amplified Version go a little bit deeper than that. It says now to him that's able to do exceeding above all that we ask, all that we think, all that we can pray about, all that we can hope for, all that we can desire. But God said the power is locked up inside of you. I come to unleash the prayer, the secret to your blessing today. I come to release the secret to your success is inside of you. God said the power is locked up inside of you, but it's locked up in your mind. If you keep your mind on all kinds of crazy things, you'll never become an effective person. But if you keep your mind on things of the kingdom, the Bible says if you seek the kingdom first and the righteousness of God, God said everything else you need, he said don't add it to you. But you got to seek the kingdom first. The Bible says whose mind is stayed upon the Lord, I'll keep him in perfect peace. If you want peace, you got to get the right thing in your mind. Get this book, and every time the devil tries to make you get a nervous breakdown, there is a word from the Lord that will get your mind right. I don't care what you're going through. You can be like the psalmist was. He said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel no evil. The reason why, because my mind is right. Yeah. Tell your neighbor it's time to expand your mind. Tell somebody you've been thinking too small. Your dreams are too small. Your visions are too small. Your goals are too small. At this point you have to display patience. But the Bible says after you've done the will of God, so you have need of patience. So now God say, I can't let you be successful overnight.
That's right.
Most of these overnight success stories ain't nothing but a fairy tale.
That's right.
You don't become successful overnight. This is a process.
Amen.
So God said if you're going to be successful, you got to go through a process.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm talking about.
Yes,
So now you need patience. But patience by itself is not enough. You got to have discipline. You got to have self-discipline and the power to persist in your efforts. This requires a one-pointed mind. The Bible says a double-minded man